language teacher at Mill Street Elementary. This is my first year as a teacher, and I feel extremely blessed to be in a district where there is a mentoring program. Speaking with some of my former friends from college who are also first year teachers, they were very impressed by the fact that District 203 has this program for us. I've also been very appreciative of the TIPS meetings that we have had, to be able to have that interaction with other teachers from different schools and be able to share ideas, to be able to share those common feelings of feeling nervous, feeling down sometimes, and then being able to celebrate, the progress that we've made and as teachers and the progress that we've seen in our students.
Some of the things that my mentor has helped me to do was coming in, actually observing me teach, giving me suggestions about things that I can improve on, finding resources that I may not have known that I needed, making a lot of valuable suggestions, helping me with assessing.
I currently teach 4 different classes in that department, so I definitely have a variety of classes to teach. When I first came to Naperville North, I was very relieved that there was a mentoring program here. I had taught briefly as substitutes, but I had never done, a full year of school. So I learned that I would have a district mentor as well as an in-school mentor. And I definitely worked well with both, and they definitely both brought something different to the table. With my school mentor, I was able to ask more specific questions about how the school was run here, who to talk to, who to ask questions, and kind of clarifications about, institute days or things like that. My district mentor was definitely more there for me in the classroom as far as helping me improve on being a better teacher.
My name is Emily Stefan, and I am the music teacher at Naper and Ellsworth schools. This year, having both a district mentor and a peer mentor has been really wonderful. My district mentor was really great just to have someone to listen, to bounce ideas off of. She was always great to also have in the classroom with me, to be able to be an extra set of eyes to see what I'm doing and to give me some helpful hints. On the other hand, my peer mentor was also wonderful to have to help me learn the ins and outs of the district assessments and our district music curriculum.
Later in the year, it became more of a global discussion where we would talk about things like the domains and where I could find myself as it got closer to the evaluation period, where we would go through one of the domains and highlight perhaps where I felt I was, what my strengths were, what I still needed to work on.
What can I say about the mentoring program? It has been phenomenal, the support that we get in this district, and first and foremost, I have to thank my mentor for being there every step of the way. My mentor comes in once a week to help me out with lessons. It's an opportunity for us to collaborate.
One thing that both of us really enjoy about the mentoring program is that we get to discuss on a weekly basis what we're going through and the new things that we're experiencing with someone that can offer support and give us strategies to help us in situations that we're new to.
It's always good to have someone on the outside to look at a situation going on in the classroom, to bring in outside resources that potentially might not have thought of. I said a swear there, that's why it came. It was a good opportunity actually, because with the hectic schedule, you don't even ever sit down and reflect. You just kind of go, and meeting with your mentor makes you actually sit and reflect and make you go through that process, which is actually very beneficial.
And one other thing that we've both been able to do is use our one day from the mentor program to go outside of our building and see different things. I was able to observe the high school program where our students will go when they're after 8th grade. So that helped me be able to understand where our students are going to go and be able to meet their needs here with that. And I know know Joe was able to.
I've seen some alternative placement sites that we could go see. I also went to a tech fair to see other technologies that can be used in the classroom.
It was so nice to have someone come into your classroom, and they're your friend, they're your coach. They're so helpful. They have just a background of so much knowledge, and they can give you suggestions on teaching strategies, management strategies, team teach with you, which is a lot of fun. And when you're starting to feel the effects of being a first-year teacher, they're there to pick you back up and encourage you and just help you get through any struggles that you have.
I wrote a poem entitled An Ode to Mentors. Having a mentor is like having a fairy godmother, full of advice, suggestions, and experience like no other. While there are no flapping wings or waving silly wands, a mentor with expertise quickly responds. So you should feel lucky, brand new teacher you, to have a wonderful mentor. Be glad that you do.
It definitely helped to have somebody to give me feedback about instruction, maybe, classroom management, or just feedback about how a particular lesson went.
The thing that I enjoyed most about the mentoring program was having a time set aside to reflect on how the year was going and how my teaching practice was developing over the course of the year. Reflection, I know, is something that's really important, but sometimes in the hustle and bustle of the school year, you don't always take the time to sit down and do it as much as you need to. So I loved when I met with my mentor, when we could just sit down and talk about what was going well, what were some things that I was still working on, and kind of the next steps that I could take to keep growing and changing throughout the year. So it's been a really wonderful experience, and I feel fortunate to have gotten to work with my mentor this year.
And hi, I'm Katie Malone. I also am a early childhood education teacher here at Ann Reed, and I feel that the mentoring program has been a wonderful experience as well, because it did set aside time to reflect on your weekly activities, but it also set aside times to talk about things that we don't know about, that things in the district, the things that are going on, or the evaluation process, different things, so that we are prepared for it and then we can ask the appropriate questions.
My mentor provided me with someone in whom I could confide when he came in and things were not going great. He was somebody that listened to me and helped me to figure out how to get things back on track. So he encouraged me to find my own path, find my own voice, to make decisions on my own in collaboration with my team. In other words, to perform that balancing act of being a good teammate that everybody tries to do.
It's really not this extra thing that you're doing. It's something that this person comes in and guides you with your everyday instruction, your everything that you're encountering all the time in your classroom. And it's someone that you really learn to rely on and learn to trust, because they've been where you've been and they've gone through what you've gone through.
And I think the biggest benefit of having the mentoring program is definitely building the relationship with someone outside of your department and someone inside your department, having two different views and constructive criticism in the classroom. It's an extra set of eyes.
When I think back to the mentoring program, I think of one of the very first things that my mentor said to me when she came to school. And it definitely influenced me and helped me to understand truly what the mentoring program is about. She said that I'm here for you. I do not talk to your principal. I do not talk to Don Kuhn about you. I do not talk to your teammates. I talk to you, and I am here for you. The best thing that I could do was to sit and talk. She was there to listen to what I had to say, and almost through her silence would just listen to me talk in circles and then make the decision that I needed to make, and talk through my problems. I wasn't afraid to ask her for advice, or to ask her for resources, or say, hey, I have like 5 things on my plate that I'm trying to figure out what to do with. And she was there to help me go, all right, prioritize. This is what we're going to do first. Help me work through some of those times where, especially as a first-year teacher, you are overwhelmed. There are moments where you feel like you are drowning, and that mentor can be there to keep you afloat.
I only wish that we were able to have mentors for year 2.
I really don't know what my first year of teaching would have been like. I don't want to know what it would have been like without having a mentor, having a program.
A lot of different things and a lot of different situations, and really helped me find what my goals were and how to stay on track and achieve those goals. So without a doubt, a huge and important program in your first year of teaching in Naperville.